So what happened is that back when we had small independent farms, the amount of waste product that was produced by the animals was actually useful because they used it as fertilizer. But now with factory farms, the amount of waste is too much. So the excess waste gets washed off and it ends up in local waterways and makes its way to more mainstream water sources. It is not just the nasty thought that it's feces that's affecting the fish. It's also the hormones and chemicals that are put into the animals that then gets into the feces, that then gets into the water supply, that then affects the fish. So now it's messing with the health of the fish, and it's messing up the food chain, and it's making people sick as well. So to give you another example of factory farming gone terribly awry, this is really going to upset you if you're a big fan of shrimp. Now, I like shrimp. I've never been, like, insane over it. And I know a lot of people are insane over it. I know a lot of people really, really like shrimp. But it turns out 90% of the shrimp that we eat comes from Asia. And they're farmed in toxic sewage ponds. And what happens is that the farmers want to maximize profits, so they cram as many shrimp as possible into these makeshift ponds. And so the shrimp have to defecate in there, obviously, so they defecate into the water supply, and the farmers then pump tremendous amounts of antibiotics into the water to counteract the feces. And what ends up happening is that people who eat shrimp end up getting more and more antibiotic resistant, so when you get sick, it's harder to get better using antibiotics. So this, to me, is like, I'm done. I'm never eating shrimp again. We covered this story the other day on the show, where we talked about how there was a big report done by the Kansas City Star that exposed how basically the beef factories that produce beef, mass-produced beef, they're pretty much just as bad as they were in 1906 when that book, The Jungle, was written about them, about how disgusting they are. There's tremendous amounts of feces that's in the meat, so if you get a burger done like medium rare or rare, you're running a risk.